over to Morocco. It's Bind, guys. Village High School on the attacking side, Olympia Titans on the defense.
Classic. Wow. Color me shocked, Desi. As we look at Bind once again. Compositions, though, nothing too out of the ordinary. Pretty standard stuff. With I would say the exception being that, you know, people love to put out their fades this time considering how good she is. She's getting a nerf though, so don't get too excited, guys, with the powers going down. But for now, top tier with nades and chambers on, again, both ends.
Okay, so nothing too surprising. Actually, you know what? I am a little bit surprised that it's a total mirror matchup, to be honest, considering that these compositions for binds, you see all of these agents played individually, but very rarely as a full team comp together. And to kick things off, Village High School, they're playing just contact so far across the map. Nobody actually invested towards a short, though. Meanwhile, you've got two pushing up towards long, looking to find the chamber on Olympia backside.
That was interesting because they used a Sky Flash pretty early on before they even moved into Hookah just to see if they wanted to push in and rush down. But actually, the Sky uses that almost as a cover to move all the way over to towards the B site. So finds a couple of seconds, but now Southstein finds the first. Now with this, they feel more than confident to look to move towards A. It is just Nelson, and can decide puts down the smoke and will retreat.
Mid-site smoke here, and the truck plants for T369. Full four-person retake on the side of Olympia Titans. I like the Prowler to go clear out towards U-Haul. They will find information backside. Now can claim the front side.
Drag just has to stay a bit stationary, but instead makes a confident peek out. 1-3-6-9 now has to see if he can take the challenge, and he does so as well. Wins the peak, and now you have control into the favor. Still 3v2 currently as all Olympia Titans look to want to delay, but the movement isn't working just yet. Nice flash against his Kiwi, but they just have each other cross. So if he gets one, the second we taken, but his Kiwi doesn't need any help.
Nope. Now, that's pissed around in the pockets of Village High School and the anti-eco for them as well, Olympia Titans. From the looks of things, gonna play everything safe thus far. And when it comes down to the alt economy, there's not too much going on quite yet. We are still just off the back end of that first round. But I think it's going to be interesting, I think, later on in this half, if Olympia Titans does realize that Village High School doesn't put too much manpower here towards short.
Early TP, but used pretty much as a bait to... Oh, I thought Kenzo would have left, but instead, okay, he's still sticking, peeking out short, and finds the shot! I am shocked.
You guys can see us, but both of our jaws just dropped at that shot. Now, we understand why that TP was worth it with a rendezvous back to CT for a quick rotation too, right? As Village High School set up for the execute here towards A. They've got the dark covers here towards mid-site and Heaven. Kenzo,
Sarah Steel landing shots of his own, but instead it'll be as he walked towards them. Spectre goes brr, and will leave them in a 4v2. They're not bunted just yet. We see that Corsa is waiting for his teammate to move alongside him so they can try to at least take the guns out of Village HS's hands. Instead, Southstein has the angle and just this is the bot range for him. That's it.
Okay. Very clean shots. It's round two. It's round two, but Senecy's definitely started off hot right now, and we'll see if this skill does carry over into rifling rounds.
Sure.
But I have a feeling Seducine is probably the highest rank in the lobby from what we've seen so far.
Right. Because when you can confidently re-peek angles after you got initial pick, knowing that there's a double there, that's just impressive in general. Because you're that confident in your ability to be able to, you know, find the head of anybody there, especially with a headhunter like that. Love the chamber stuff so far. The timeout from Olympia just to calm things down, I guess.
Well, we'll see. I'm surprised to see such an early timeout being called, to be honest, from Olympia
Yeah.
Titans. We're only right off the back of Pistol and the anti-ego round for Village.
Hmm.
Maybe talking about how they want to approach their own anti-ego against the bonus to Village High School, but I really feel like it's just expended early on. At the same time, though, who knows? They could just be like, okay, if you see Cytosine, do not fight the guy. Fall back, and we will do it together.
Exactly. Give up the round. Run away, not worth. Especially now, as he brings out the super op. So look towards B long. No one found there yet. But there are two people by B. And the first will be Dryad, who got taken out last round. Trying to go up against Cyosine, and this time, they're holding close.
Playing a very, very patient bonus round here on the side of Village High School, forcing Olympia Titans to actually waste utility for the fear of clearing out angles. Trailblazer will find two outside of Showers. The Spike, though, still in a pretty neutral position towards a very non-committal positioning from Village High School thus far, especially with the potential of taking the TP here in B long. But I do think that if the Rays on Village High School can find some sort of contact or pick towards the A site, we'll see a quick TP over and execute on A.
So the op is something that they have to contend against. And it'll just be just a couple of sprays to not really gain much, but just small percentage of damage. Cytosine, though, has to go up against some two pretty different angles, so kind of hope that one person actually has his back. Instead, they just catch them off guard. With him still being up, they all look to reconverge onto the A site and move in. Nice nade as they hold them off of Showers. But Kiwi made his way in. They have no idea. And that's one for him, but the rest fall. The quick switch up with the Vandal.
No!
He has no time. He'll take three. And maybe the rest of the lobby, but not to be.
Itsukiwi was feeling it, though. You could see that they were like, I'm just going to fight all of them and
Yeah.
try to win this round. But the energy for Olympia Titans, it's nice to see that still high. You know, now being able to secure that first round on the board for themselves. Village High School, though, obviously riding that emotional momentum with such an outstanding performance individually from Cytosine. Now, for the first time, they aren't going to play that total split across the map, instead opting for that 2-3, I believe, towards B. Of course, as I say that, Cytosine will be on the lurk towards the A side, solo with those rendezvous.
Two down long once again. And with the spike moving in to Huka. They do have the chamber util there with the trip, so there should be enough to just delay them moving into the site. With the smoke here too, there's a triple stack that Village HS likely doesn't want to rush against.
I like the third part positioning as well.
Nice.
As I say, that first blood into the hands of Cytosine will be enough to actually draw one more rotation from B. And TP as well, Spike is rotating over towards the A site,
Ooh.
but the fact that Cytosine has been shut down now 4-4, Village High School, they're running back to the TP side.
Nice shots here as well too, considering the advantage is just completely delay. He commits the TP.
There's no way. There's no way. I can't believe the Shadows is committed there, but no, now Cortas able to get one for themselves. It's a 1v3 situation for MD123. One
You know,
guiding light
when
in
he
hand.
uses the ult, he says, watch them run. But nobody ran, bro. My man stayed right there and just face checked him.
He was watching, though. He didn't lie on that one. Watching, waiting, commiserating.
Precipitating and I can't think of the other word. Either way, bro. They get third in a row as Village High School. It's a fun place so far. I'm enjoying myself.
I think what's interesting about them is that they do look very structured and methodical in the early round, but then individually, these players on Village High School will just, like, get really brave and brazy out of nowhere, committing to very kind of like wacky things that don't normally pan out, but because mechanically they're so gifted, they can just, they're like fearless kind of in that sense, right? And back to the B split for them here on Village High School, looking to claim space in towards hookah, where the trademark is actually positioned this time around.
Within the breeziness that does happen, there's a zone that's called the breeze. Now within the breeze, what happens is dumbfounded. People commit from the shadows. Nobody sees anybody. Neons run in, slide tackles work out, and shots like that keep on letting on cytosine. Drag again, takes 2 for his troubles. They'll just leave T369. Looked outside, probably not gonna catch him, but they'll just wallbang him likely.
Yeah, not much to do there. But Olympia Titans, it seems like they've kind of noticed, like, okay, if we're, as long as you're not going for those early fights and allowing Village High School to take one off of us early, we're okay. Because Village High School, the green light for them, for the site execution, is always at least one pick somewhere across the map. As soon as they find themselves with that one-person advantage, that's when they actually start committing to an execution, whether or not they rotate afterwards, right? Otherwise, they're just playing contact, they're playing quiet, so Olympia Titans playing towards site itself is working out a lot better.
I have a feeling with how we're bouncing back and forth, this is going to be a close one. Especially with Village High School, the plays to be able to make, and Olympia Titans is contending against them on the defense. I'm here to see how both these teams continue to evolve between one another. MD gonna play it close and finds one, plays off the flash, but traded out by its Kiwi. Not expecting the double push through showers.
Paint shells towards back site, and Shrouded step just in time. Now looking again for the fight. Quartza comes out on top this time. 1% advantage for Olympia Titans. Has Village High School looking for a rotation. Boombot to clear out towards B. And Olympia Titans, they've got all the information in the world, right? You have Nelson, who's just waiting to go back towards in spawn, knowing, okay, I can hear the rotations. Let me call for the rest of the team.
Speaking of the rest of the team, Nelson's joined up by at least one more person, and now the rest two will follow. The Nightfall as well to get them into the site. They're seized and stuck there for a couple more seconds as they're all stuck to. If a nade was here, that would have been amazing, but unfortunately, used a bit earlier on. Just shots traded, deafened, but not down. And it's just Andy as he finds 3, but they're on 3 different angles.
They've really found the recipe here for Olympia Titans. Previously, they were playing the defender side pretty aggressive, taking TPs, pushing out, looking for early contact fights. Now Village High School are struggling to find the answer in response to this adjustment from Olympia Titans. Seems like that early timeout actually did provide a lot of value over towards the Titans here. And on this next anti-eco round, a full buy for Village High School is pivotal for them to just stop the potential of Olympia Titans taking the lead, because otherwise they'll be pushed back onto another eco, and Olympia Titans, their money is looking healthy.
Well, the even game between them. Maybe Titans past having all the money too. They do of course have a couple of options with the showstopper, along with the cabbages that they could use for any sort of post-down situation, and perhaps punishing Olympia Village High School for the hyper-aggressive plays that they sometimes make. Nice trade by Drag. That was a close one. And Quartza gets 2 as well on the other side as the attack is shut down from Village High School.
Lots of zoning done by that Paranoia Paint Shell as well. Pushes its Kiwi off the angle. Jiggle will reveal information, swinging into 2 here. Its Kiwi will fall. Now Adderall and Z 1, 2, 3, 1v5 needed to secure this round. But with how bad the money is looking on for Village High School, a save.
I was fully expecting for you to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but not realizing that was his name. But he gets taken out by MD 1, 2, 3 instead. So both one of the same 1-2-3 clan, but unfortunate that one of them had to fall. Unless 4-3, Olympia Titans as saw the same Miko as Village High School. On the save, they still have a couple of options they could use. Showstopper and Cabbage of their own along with the Nightfall, but I can't imagine that all being committed as we head into this.
And again, the Village High Schools, they've been struggling to find those first bloods, right? So ever since Olympia Titans were able to take those for themselves, Village High Schools had trouble finding that green light, having that confidence to execute towards site. Now, on this neutral round, they're 5-person pushing up towards B long here. Pink Shell for backside. They're looking to go in hot.
Speaking of which, quite warm as it stands, but looking over to the other side, Admiral Andy, unfortunately, completely caught off guard, not expecting somebody to be there. And Drag, staying alive through this chaotic situation is the biggest takeaway from all this too. The nade as well, not able to catch him. Now there's a showstopper. Shot in the corner, beautifully timed. At Olympia Titans, showstopper of their own, but unfortunate timing as Drag was watching the garden.
Olympia Titans, they've really found their footing here up against Village High School, who will now be put back onto another bye round. So again, extremely important for Village High School to secure this next round for themselves to deter a further advantage over towards Olympia Titans. At the very least, off the back of this next bye, if Village High School cannot secure it, they should have a bit of a better like semi-eco have by going into the round afterwards, but they also have two huge ultimates to rely on here, right? You've got the Seekers and you've got that Nightfall. I think the Seekers could be really great for a site execution here for Village High School. Find that piece of information, allow them to earn that first blood that has been such a green light for them to activate towards site. Meanwhile, Nightfall could be saved for a post plant to stave off and buy time in that situation.
You know, if they use Nightfall and Seekers both at the same time, there would be 5 Prowlers exactly going towards all 5 members of Olympia Titans, considering it's a 5v5. So 5 being chased down, that would be a fun time. But I'll digress as we look instead at rotation coming in. Triple stack over by B, expecting perhaps something to be there, as that has been the usual trend of Village High School. But instead, they're at A, and Nelson gets caught as moving through short. But sorry, through shower, sorry, but on and off angle. Now finding one more in the corner. Like looking to nade, clear them out as they all run over. Corsat even taken out. And the flash only give him a couple of seconds. The nade not gonna connect, but MD gets his. And that's up to Kenzo. Locks on the fade. Looking to join up with him 2v2 on the site, but they're moving it away, Ash.
So big left to draw out the Nightfall early on. Sighting in defender spawn here too. Good for one, looking for the second. Discipline to fall back, take the fight around another corner. And now Cytazine able to secure this next round for Village High School. They stop the bleeding for now, but can they continue on? Because again, these round wins are always off the back of that first or second pick.
And it continues to be so, especially with the showers pick they found in the early the beginning. Right, it was nice that, you know, although Nelson unfortunately had to give his life for Ira, but even then, it was rotated over completely, and the Village High School took advantage of that, went back a little bit, and they continued to play contact as they pushed to the site. Because Olympia Titans, unfortunately, were a bit too close to the corners. So if that could be amended, where they just play farther back in the site and move in stuff for retakes, which they've done previously, then they continue to make things even.
Ooh, paint shells to try and isolate a player here outside of Hookah, but it's Kiwi comes out on top. Now that's the green light to attack here towards the A site. Raise on Village High School already pushed so far in towards U-Haul. Finding information backside as well. Distracting for Adderall Andy to get that pick.
Shot at Adderall Andy was distracted at all, but we'll look at the rest of Olympia. Eco was in their favor so far. Village High School has been having a tough go between buys and saves, but they themselves now going into the next round. Once gone, they'll have to save it themselves. Just one taken by Ayaya and T369. Oh, thought he used a C4 to bounce him off, but T69 does it once again.
Okay, Village
Damn,
High
they fought.
School. They're finally finding their footing, right? You do it once and you're like, okay, they stopped the bleeding for a round, but can they do it again, or does the other team adapt and Village High School able to equalize? They have another... Okay, the Nightfall is actually still available here for Village High School, so really nice stagger with the Seekers. You've also got Cytosine, who does have the Tool of False available. Potential to come out this round if he is feeling hot. Not going to be activated quite yet as Village High School play this split contact. Looking to take out the trademark once again here in Hookah, but Kenzo's staring straight down.
They found my trap.
And that's trademark taken away. And as soon as that is, though, they'll drop the smoke just to perform the illusion, but so nothing committed fully. And as long as that smoke is there, the Village High School can keep on prodding by showers. But there are 3 people all bunched up, and no one is still looking to move over, so they want to beat us some util, but for right now, Olympia is holding strong.
Now a re-smoke with a dark cover towards Garden instead as Hookah remains clear. Its Kiwi has pushed up here on top of box, and you can see, though, that it's a bit of a bait because the rotation back to A, this positioning by the split players here in short and showers. Regardless of the flash, the Rays on Village High School comes out on top.
There's a nice flash as well, but with the flash going all the way past the Rays, though, is what will lead them in. But instead of continue to be trade, exactly like you were saying before, Ash. They just have to wait for one. As soon as they find the one, is when the full exec comes in. So 3v3 right now for Olympia Titans. One Prowler, one Seize in their hands. We try to delay. They're once again super close up, playing behind these boxes right. Reading the angles of the spike. Down to 2v1. It's Drag by himself. And Drag is in before. But he has to not allow to stop them. And late taxes galore will be used. Once again, though, Prowler there. And nice paranoia to completely stuff him out.
Perfectly timed there. The contact play for Village High School. Now we're going into the last round before we swap sides. Both the information-seeking ultimates have been used already by Village High School, but they do have a showstopper, and the Rays on Village High School has been starting to come alive now, right? So we're looking for that showstopper to be that warning of clearing space here for the attackers as they push in towards the defender side. Maybe even being a distraction here on A as the rest of Village High School moves towards B. But Olympia Titans, for the first time in a really long time, are looking for an aggressive push on both sides of the map, B long and A short. The green light that Village High School always looks for. Take away.
And there's the paranoia to stop them in the tracks for a couple of seconds. And then gives them enough time to start try to reposition, but instead use the TP. Really confident pay. And Adderall Andy will have their back. Which are the Seekers. Considering it's only against 2, they should be able to see exactly where the rest are. Kenzo only gets 1, looks to find a space to move into the site. Then he gives them a couple more seconds. As he's up against 1, the Seize against him. Will he push off? And no, nobody swings, but Seize will only Seize 369 right by Generator.
So many.
Now up to Mars. No. Puts the flash, ducks into elbow. Oh, such a nice reposition. Down to 1v2. It's Cytosine. And that TP away was clutch. Will he make his way back? Is holding it. He has to delay. And it's up to half. The Headhunter out. And a clean body shot is all he needs.
7-5 as we swap sides.
Switching
Village
sides.
High School now on the defense and Olympia Titans on the attack. It's a mirror matchup here, and it'll be interesting to see how these two teams handle the opposite sides now that we are in half number 2. Previously, we saw Village High School start off with a split default around the map. Olympia Titans, though, looking to do similarly, but not nearly as spread. Instead, giving up B long, and on Village High School, they have a read to aggress early on towards showers.
I'm a big fan of shower pushes on pistols because they can just go completely chaotic or really one-sided. And off the flash, the 2 push out, no info, cop. 1, 2, 3 is there. And they'll just check every single corner. Galore the TPs and push that against them. but they only get one. A side is open, but Spike is going towards B.
Spike's a little bit late to be going towards B. It's like the dragging tail end of the rotation, right? Still enough time to initiate the plant, though, at the very least, and plenty of time for elbow control to go into the hands of Olympia Titans. You have two now on the flank. The dark cover to cover up that trademark as well, but Quartz has an inkling.
Just steady watching it. Sees one, but unfortunately whiffs the rest. And now, for the Village High School, they're gonna get their 8th round on the board. Find their bonus. It says drag. Wanting to stop them. That's one for him. They go right into him too, but not gonna defuse it. Finds the heart, and it's just spray down. 369 just takes it.
Yo, T369, they didn't really have another option. You heard the speed at which the spike was ticking down, right? It was either take the fight, lose the round, try to stick the defuse, but still lose the round. And with the smoke covering towards elbow, there was really only one option to be had. Now moving into the next, though, anti-eco for Olympia Titans. Okay, really interesting.
All four pushing up. They want to take the round back. No force up here either, but the gun diff is way too much. I would have said if they forced, but instead, they'll just be overpowered. And they'll get one for the troubles, right? But I guess on an anti, you gotta do something.
I think also towards short is one of the tougher spots to go for that, like, huge aggression on an eco round from the team because of the fact that the angles are so close. You also have the attackers who have walls that they can tuck back behind if they see a lot of you coming. It's Kiwi, though, due to the flank, are going to be able to bring up a Spectre in hands, but with the Prowlers to come through, all the information given, it's Kiwi, can't do too much here.
Kenzo gets the final, and we're all tied up once again at the half. What I wasn't actually expecting between these two teams. No clear lead from either side once again. So now it'll be up to the bye of Village High School, where previously, they had some pretty standout rounds, but both sides have been able to do a ton, like drag on one and Silestein on the other, pretty much even on the frags they've gotten. In fact, it is almost exactly the same in terms of the frags of the top 3 players on both sides. How about that?
But I do want to point one thing out. We have a hero rifle in the hands of Olympia Titans right now. I lied. Someone rained MD123 in. MD was like, yo, I got y'all, I got the rifle, but IGL said, let's play this safe. Let's play our money equal. Let's make sure that we have enough to buy together in the next round, so that won't be coming through. Instead, I think we can look towards watching Kenzo once again. Maybe the chamber player on the side of Olympia Titans having that headhunter in hand, being that really only potential to contest large, long ranges for the side of Olympia Titans, who otherwise are looking towards B because of that short range fight you can find in Hookah.
Yeah, as we just look to contend against attack this time. I do wonder how Village High School decides to move against them for the pings that we're seeing. It'll probably be a focus over by showers instead, where they want to try to perhaps aggressively push out. But and even the attention that's there by short, that all 5 stacked up are over by B. And even they themselves want to peek out through garden to see what they can find. So all of Village High School want to catch them off guard, but perhaps they might be the ones getting shocked currently as we wait for this tack to wrap itself up, like he's waiting to deal with some tech issues, but should be a-okay.
The other thing is, Drag does have potential to get the Nightfall online here. 5 out of 7 ult points into that ultimate could easily be taken if aggressing for that V-Long orb, but with the stack we're seeing from Olympia Titans, it's not going to be the story for now. Would like to see that investment going over towards the player, but the spike will be tossed to somebody else instead. It's juggling all over the place. And they're aggressing now towards B. Trailblazer go and clear up towards B. Long only will find one though. They don't know Setizine is on the left.
Now they should be able to see that too, but I just thought it might be the Yeoman as it's Kiwi, but directly positioned towards it. Kiwi gone, and Drag moves against him. Flash, he takes the pick. I don't know. But
Said it
it's
is too
fine.
late
They're on
for
the
us.
side. Whatever. It's okay. Was not on a 4v4. No matter how ridiculous that was. We'll see as outside of Zine. Fortunately, has met his match. The Spectre down by elbow. And Olympia Titans overpowered the entire defense of Village High School. Remember, this is their bonus too on their side. But one more taken. 2v1. Adderall Andy wants to make every single gun count, but he's running out of time and has to just take the defuse. The shot out. He gets 3, but run out of time once again.
Not even able to TP in time either, so no rifle saved into the next round. A huge bonus to come through for Olympia Titans. Once we swap sides, it's like we're seeing a completely different version of this team, right? And that's off the back of 4 rounds in a row for Village High School on the first half. So a complete momentum shift, emotional shift. Now Village are the ones being pushed onto a semi-eco round here. Some half buys across the board. A stack of 3 towards A. They're looking for a quick TP into Hookah's side.
No flash. I don't set up for themselves either, but somehow Olympia Titans have read this kind of play here twice. This is Corsa watching it, but can't find the spray down exactly. It'll be MD instead. Nice flash, but he'll only cause him to disperse. Meanwhile, the spike being planted on top of the site. And as they all continue to fight over by spawn, Sadozi cannot find his actual pick. Unfortunately, they escape, the sky is gone, and so is Drag. But there's still one rush against them. It's just move pre-fire, and finally, their antics get ended by in front of A.
Team Ace. I like how Village High School, though, they switched things up. Last time we saw them push all 5, I believe, out towards A short. It didn't work out in their favor. Instead, using numbers to pinch towards B side, it was just a wrong gamble in that kind of sense. Still put a lot of pressure on the attack of Olympia Titans, but the gun diff does ring through. So Village High School on this next full buy here is where they really need to get around on the board, right? Because if you look over at the money of Olympia Titans, they don't have anything to be worried about for the next few.
No. And even right now, it'll make it that much tougher.
Okay, Kenzo
Still
got his
puts
round.
it. Yeah, I mean, he starts it off, so he gets his space, right? He gets moving for free. But now, okay. Unsure of that one. It's a bit bizarre, but the nightfall. Tags 2 is looking ahead to the site. I tagged twice. Shoots out the Prowler, but trying to cover 3 different angles. Puts that Showstopper as well. A bold play just to give himself a little bit more space. And it'll be up against Adderall Andy. Unfortunately, there's courts left on the outside. The defense from Village finally finds some sort of space. And they continue to put up the walls against Olympia.
Yeah, you can't do too much there when all 3 homies are like holding staggered. You have to have like the most perfect spray transfer. So Village High School now, in that moment that I was saying was so important for them to win the round, are able to do so. Nightfall will be available to convert this next one, but it did require 2 ultimates expended in the last to allow that to come to fruition. Meanwhile, Olympia Titans, they've got the Showstopper, they've got the From the Shadows. Unlikely to see the Omen ultimate to come out unless they lose the spike in an odd position. But the early Prowler will force now a Guiding Light out, and Showstopper here for Corsa.
Corsa makes his way in. He should be able to get the shot, and you know what? It's a trade. That's what matters technically. T369 find his, yeah, that's low-key a double, bro. But there's still 3 alive for the rest of Olympia Titans. Spike not going down yet. The rotations that They're so accustomed to this time picks out a bunker, and that'll be the last time he picks out a bunker. Should have stayed in it, old man. 2000 is happening.
Okay, Drag alone now here in Elbow. Cytosine known to win many of these 50-50. Unavailable shutdown though won't be there for the post plan of Olympia Titans. Got the dark cover as well. Empty has no idea.
Yeah, Kiwi just managed to walk his way in, and I am confusion.
What's up?
Because it seems that somehow, like, Village High School and some of the defense rounds, like, okay, this is crazy, you know, like, they still managed to hold the site back. Sure, they're holding super far up, but it's okay. And some rounds, you're like, where are they looking? Because there's an attacking team on their side.
I can't speak as to what's going on in the comms right now. A lot of these rounds definitely have been scrappy though. It's like a trend that I've noticed is that there's a lot of like structure and like ideas being thrown out in the early round, but both these teams struggle a little bit more in the mid rounding, where when things get chaotic, I think it just ends up coming down to individual play. Again, that early guiding light out here towards short will be an indicator for Village High School that there is at least one player holding towards A, but 3 invested. Kenzo as well with that lurk always towards showers.
And Kenzo now instead puts out the youth to get, now she gets shot away, but uses that second thinking he could possibly swing off of it. I mean, a play with low wind conditions, but one that he at least manages to survive from is a good one. But on the other side, a lot of damage taken by 2 members of Olympia Titans.
But look at how Village High School has fallen so far back off of A now, ready for a quick rotation towards B. Meanwhile, Olympia Titans, they're setting up for the execution.
And that's the first one taken away. It's Sky as well left alive now for now. With just barely enough health to breathe, but Corsa playing bodyguard currently. Now Cyrus, like you're saying, infamous with the 50s, but has 2 this time. And instead, will just force them back. And now, Dre was ready for them to move into, and that's 2. You thought you might have had it, and that's not Aya. Today to clear out the close angle. Switches away, gets dragged, but not thinking one was up top.
The upper angle to run things home here for Olympia Titans. But it's a tight matchup between these 2 teams. Olympia looking far more comfortable on the attacking side. Village High School, they finally found the answer, but now with how close every single round has been, even with those 2 wins from Village High School, both teams are now hurting for money. It's a pivotal round for either side to win, to try and find that equalizer, to find that advantage and push the other onto a go round.
Like, the aggression is absolutely unparalleled from both these sides. Continues to re-peak angles that I would have never thought that you'd want to, but
I have the spike.
instead, the Celestine moves in. That's like Kenzo moves in thinking that nobody was there. Aya just takes 2 for free because nobody actually shot out his trademark. So that's a really tough start to the round. Even gets Aya a chance to reposition.
Difficult, very solo plays to kick things off here for Olympia Titans. Non-tradable positions, so much information gleaned as well. The sprays, just the presence in general.
Yeah.
Now, rotation off here for Olympia. They're trying to re-clear towards the hookah side. They're looking at re-hit towards B here with 40 seconds left.
Spike on the fade side as Kiwi's there, but
Okay.
they've completely cut noise, not knowing where either of them moved away. It's 30 seconds and okay, Adderholiday gets found. Kiwi too gives up the close angle.
But there's one behind.
And so they get B. Yeah, like you're saying, they could get re-hit, but Spike going down, and it's a bit too long for the fight to come in. But we'll see how the race does it. Setting up for a possible full ace, and they know they're both locked inside Jenny. Cyrusine denies the opposition, denies the possible option, and takes 2 for himself.
Now double digits here for Village High School. Both teams only 2 away from that match point. Olympia Titans will have to be on a semi-bye in the next round, giving Village High School that opportunity to just get 1 round closer. I think Olympia Titans, they do have, 3 ultimates online right now. I think the best thing to do would be just to try and put ult points into the hands of Kortza and Kenzo. Most likely Kortza because of the explosive property of the arrays, the potential with the showstopper to set themselves up for the next bye round. But even on the side of Village High School, they can't get a full bye across the board. There will be 1 player just on a sheriff alone.
I mean, that's Kenzo though, so it's fine. Considering what he's managed to do. Ow! Southstein. Should really fine too. And both of them reposition. No, saw the jump peek as well from him. So now from here, the question becomes, do they survive all this utils out as happened currently on site? Get a lot of information as to where Village High School is holding. But up against the shots that are currently there, yeah, they got a TP away. And all of them are there. It's up to the Rays alone once again. Sees them all. And that's 3! Just from a single spray.
Spike initiated though, so a little extra money into the pockets of Olympia. They have a Phantom in hand, so watch towards CT. Seekers available to stave off the push, get some information. Kenzo exposed on top site.
1 pop up, 1 lower. It's the high glow position that I talk about a ton, but they have to watch so many different angles. Have no idea the 2 might be. There's 1 taken. Nice shot. Reposition as well towards the back of the site. Elbow there. And Kenzo pops out, but up against so many, he just can't dome everyone either. Village gets 2 in a row.
The thing is, because the money's so tight, the frags still have impact here, right? For Olympia Titans, they managed to take 3 guns out of the hands of Village High School, do some chip damage on those shields as well. Sure, Village, they can still buy up, but they're still just 2 rounds away from being forced into that eco situation, which could just be enough that Olympia Titans needs to take it all the way home, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're neck and neck here, Rav. And Olympia Titans, they need to win this round to keep their name in the game.
There.
That was some. And putting out, secrets like that early morning, early in the round, could be nice. As both info just traded. Carly? I wonder if Silasine touched the peak up against Kenzo. He hears the still being dropped and knows he's tucked right in the corner. Moves against him. Oh my god! And then watch TP away. Actually, that happened twice now.
Ooh, holding right outside of Hookah though here for the first time. The Rays on the side of Village. MD though will seek them out. It's a nightfall for the execution. Kiwi can't do much. Can't hear nothing. And now Village High School 3v5 on this retake. Olympia Titans looking to convert this round. The flank.
2 of the false is there, but I could see a Kenzo as well, right behind them. For the first time I've seen this manage to be executed. Gets 1 and Drag will contend against the 2 by elbow. So packing them into the hot dog with 1 opening.
Ooh. Both these teams have the opportunity of being that first match point here. I wouldn't even be surprised if this match goes to OT, Rav, with how close the matchup has been. And look, MD has been doing so much for Olympia Titans as far as the sustain and those flashes go. 15 assists. MD123 has the triple-double.
Haha, a triple-double with assist, that's the thing. Which is the most impressive part, but shows he's a team player. This time though, no shotgun set up by Hookah, sadly. Thought it might have been nice for a cheese play. Instead, just shots traded. A Sion raise. And I will look at Ayaya. We know the raise usually been holding by Jenny so more often. Wave did push in. And both Prowlers have already been used, so they can use it to clear the corner, but Drag is faster on the peak as well. That's given way, and now he's looking to move into the site. Prowlers should be able to glean that, they're already made their way in. And with how far there are, Kiwi, paranoia out, couple more seconds, sees no time, reload out, but
Down B.
barely manages to get one more. And the Haunt also allows the opportunity for the wall bang. Village High School, match points.
Olympia Titans looking to either take this
Match point.
all the way to overtime for Village High School to end things now and
There.
here. That last round was largely due to the fact that it's Kiwi tucked from the Haunt initially coming out from Olympia back into garden area where it was already smoked by the defenders. So Village High School is a huge bait play.
There.
But everything has to
There.
fall in the perfect positioning for things like that to occur. And now with this upcoming round, Olympia Titans might blitz towards the A side.
But the fall's also available too for their side, but they gets put out. And they'll just hold him off for a little bit longer. He doesn't see him. No. As soon as the fall's gone, Chamber give it away. And now they'll decide, you know what? We lost one. We'll rush towards B once again. As a clear every single corner possible. This could be an option. Showstopper's there. As he's moving through hookah, he could use that to just give him just enough space to find the flank on top of him.
They're not
As
taking elbow.
not gonna move the nade just yet. The Adderall Andy just takes them all off for free. And Kiwi with the final stuck in the corner. There's a showstopper. And that will stop Olympia Titans in their tracks.